Good morning. We are the Life Motivators. This is the Life Motivation. We come in here each and every day, and we said we would do this for 365 days. We are not juicers. We are people that are bringing something more to our lives, to our energy. And here we are on day 365 right here today. We started all this as a collective little team. A few of us have gotten together. Miss Ashley had said we're going to do some morning motivations and some meditations together and as a group, and we all started working together, and there was only three or four of us at that time frame, and then maybe it turned into five or six, and then different things happened within our life, within our physical bodies, within our things that we had to work with within ourselves. So Miss Ashley had to step away for a little while, but it was her idea, it was her creative mind that said, you know what, let's start something for our team to keep us inspired every morning, to get us rolling, to get us going every day, because this is something new that we are all doing as entrepreneurs, from working for someone to working for ourselves. And that mindset shift that we was all working on at that time frame, and we were just learning how to blossom with the online world and our businesses and the things that we were doing, and something that we had never actually had been into before in our lives. So being in our middle age and learning something new was something great that we all wanted within us. But then it took a rewiring process that we had to go through on the mental state, our mind, to make sure that we was in full balance of everything that we were doing. So as we was working together as a team, this, that, and the other, and then Miss Ashley had to step away for a little while, but yet we kept that dream and that vision going of something more, of something that we could do within our lives to be able to inspire others to be the best within themselves each and every day. To be able to bring that out is a new habit that we had to form, because it wasn't something that we was doing before in our lives. Just to wake up and say that we love you within the mirror, to have gratitude for what we have, over the roof over our head, the clothes on our backs, the food in our belly, the physical mind and the body that we have to be able to co-create together, to be able to bring out ideas and things on a day-to-day basis. And it was the idea by Miss Ashley to have this going, but yet it was a collective team that we got together to co-create on a day-to-day basis to keep this going, because we was inspiring each other to do something more within your life, showing the different things that we have experienced within our lives on what we have done to change our habits from the negative mindset and the negative thoughts and negative words that we was given to ourselves, to shifting those words, to inspiring each other to know that you are awesomeness in that physical body, that package that you are in. And no matter what you do, that light that you have within, nobody can steal it, dim it, or turn it off. You can't buy it at Walmart. It is yours. You came here with it. You were born with it. And now we're showing people how to create it every single day, to harness that power within, to be able to take those imaginations, those creative ideas, and actually take action upon them to make them happen within your life. Because if you wouldn't have thought them, they wouldn't have been something that you want within your life. Because we have all learned as entrepreneurs within here that we don't dwell on the things that we don't want within our life. We only think and go towards the things that we want within our life, the places that we want to go in our lives. And we think of the outcome of the emotion that we're going to have once it's accomplished before we even begin. And then now, once we have put that good emotion to the outcome of what we want, now it's easy for the journey to go right along, because the universe knows how to align the right people, us in the right places at the right time, to be able to speak to the right people or receive the information from those that we need to receive at that time. Because we know it all, but yet sometimes we need to be reminded by those that have already tapped into it and understand it. And once you listen to those that have tapped into the higher source energy, their well-being, their guided system, and they work with that every day, then they're working better within alignment in their path and their dreams of where they're going every day. Because if you're not tapped in to you and your true self of what you want, your alignment, your well-being, then there will be an off balance. There will be a kilter that you don't understand, because your thought process is thinking more of something over here when in 70,000 other thoughts, when we have learned how to align our thoughts and our processes of where we want our life to be. We have learned how to harness our energy on a day-to-day basis to be able to make us happy first within our life. Our alignment has to be in that happy state, because if it's not, then guess what? We're not in alignment with anything else that's coming. It will be blocked. That door will shut. That abundance will close on us, and we'll say, well, why didn't we get our abundance today? Because you didn't align yourself in the correct spot, with the correct mindset, with the correct energies. All of that has to be in alignment, called a balance on that wheel. Many people are trying to change their wheel as they're going down the road. Or many people get up each day and they see one flat and they get so pissed off and they go ahead and slash the other three. And what did they really do with their life? They didn't make it go forward. They didn't say, you know what? I've got a spare. I'll change this tire and then I will get going where I need to go. But no, they decided to stay stuck and make the roots within their life of that average mindset of what they have. When we have elevated our mindsets of more of what we have, because we know that we have a feeling within inside. There's more than just this every day, punch the time clock, come home, cook supper, go to bed, get up the next morning. We have done that as well. Yes. And some of us still do that. But yet when you get off of work, do you go ahead and bust your butt at another job? Do you go ahead and go and become the hospice nurse for your mother? So when you get off of your job that you can go and take care of your mother instead of someone else? Are you going and hustling for another job, a side gig, something to bring a little extra into the home, if that is what's needed within your life? Or do you wake up every day saying, well, what's going to happen today? I go here, I still don't have enough money. I'm going to bust my butt for 12 hours and I still don't have enough money. But there's many hours within the day that we have time to do all kinds of things to be able to elevate our mindset, to make our skill level go up, to where we can go to the boss and start doing more things for the corporation that you're working for. And then they say, you know what? We can give you a pay raise because you have brought more to the table. Or have you started your own little side hustle to be able to bring in money as well? To say, you know what? Hey, I've got the extra that I need right now. I've got the extra to need to pay for that vacation that I put on the credit cards. I've got the extra to pay off the school clothes that are coming up now because parents are going to school and there's a lot of lack of. But every day we get up and we're happy and we're thankful and we're grateful for the things that we have within our life right here, right now. And today I am very grateful for the faces that I see on the screen here with us today that come here every day to enjoy this moment of time with us in the morning times, to get inspired or bring inspiration or to receive the words or to give words. Whichever it is that you are doing within this organization with us every morning, within your life, the things that you're doing, I say thank you. And when you go to the mirror, I know that you say thank you as well, because that is something that we have learned in here with each other, that mirror talk is very powerful. Talking to yourself to get rid of those demons, that self-doubt, that fear, that anxiety, that depression. You were the one that got it within you to let it stay there. You are the one that has to work it out as well. You can tell that same story over and over and over to other people of what's going on, but they don't truly feel your emotions are, and they haven't walked in your shoes. They don't know the places that you have been, and they don't know the many nights that you have maybe cried yourself to sleep because people don't understand the pains that you're going through or the situations that you're going through. Many people will try to tell you how to fix it, but how can they tell you how to fix it if they've never been through it? So we are the ones that have been through it, the darkness, the depression, the anxiety, the not wanting to be here on this earth. We're the ones that deal with the self-doubt and the fear just as well as everybody else. But we have learned how to harness it and tell it to go sit on the bench today because it's not playing in my game today. My game today is rolling right along. I've got the passes flowing. Everybody is rolling in tune and intact and in place and tuned into their energies that need to be around me today, because that's what I allow. I do not allow negativity in my life around me. I do not allow depression and anxiety to be around me anymore, because I am the one that's in full control of this physical body, just as well as you are yours. We're here every day to inspire you, to let you know that you have full control, that power, that light, that energy to be able to do everything that you truly desire within life. You put the good energies and the good thoughts to it and make it happen with a little bit of action. Are you going to get it all done in one day? Probably not. But are you taking small steps each day? Because that's all we're asking you to do is 1 degree a day to make that shift from where you're at. 1 degree will bring that elevation for that long term, that longevity to be able to work for you. If you try to do a 360 degree flip right now and to make yourself to be here all within a 1 day period, it'll never be happen. So just understand that we are working for a longevity term here. We are working So we know every day tomorrow is not given. So what are we doing? We're living for today. Yes, we have dreams for tomorrow and the things that are coming next year, 3 years, 5 years. We have those goals planned out just as well. But we have to take each day and we have to work today. We have to elevate today. We have to be a better version today. We have to be our best self, our best energies, our best vibrations today. We have to get in better controlling of how we can handle those vibrations. Because people say, hey, I've been doing what you're telling me, within a 30-day period, but yet something's not working today. Well, if I didn't see you within here for the last 10 days, that could be part of it. Are you still getting up, even if you're not coming in here, and implementing some of these practices, even when you're not coming within here? Because that is what we're doing every day, even if we're not in here. Those that don't come in here and they keep implementing those same practices of getting up with gratitude within the morning time, thankful for what you have, that you are above and you have a heartbeat and you are a creative mind. If you have that thankfulness every single day, then you are flowing your day in the correct direction. But if you don't get up and you give that small little gratitude, that 2 to 5 minutes in the morning time before you put your feet on the floor, that's all it takes. That simple little time frame. And then you will watch the rest of the day unfold into a whole different pattern than it had been within the past. Because now you're giving better thoughts to it, better emotions to it. How do you want your outcome to be today? Are you going to feel accomplished this afternoon when you kick off your boots and kick your feet up after a good meal this afternoon and say, you know what? I feel good. I had a great day. I was able to accomplish some things, talk with some people, be able to assist them in things that they're doing. I was able to get some assistance from the story just as well. I learned some new things that I haven't been through, but now I have some experiences that I have heard of and know that they're going through. Now that helps me assist me with my clients in other areas that I may not have ever been a part of. I love talking with Julio because he has the wife and the 5 kids. My kids are grown and gone. I never had a wife all that time frame. 20 plus years. My wife walked out after 6 months. This co-creating with Carol is the first time that I've ever had a female within my life that has put up with enough of my energies and my BS to understand what I'm going through and what I do and supports me in the things that I have going on. So to be able to co-create with someone like that now is something I've never experienced. So this is new to me. So what do? Sometimes I don't know exactly what's going on emotion-wise or this, that, and the other. So I'll reach out and, hey, Julio, never experienced this. What's going on? Oh, well, it may be this or this or this. Okay. So it gives me a better idea of what I'm looking for on communication-wise on how I can assist on those days that she's feeling bad, but I don't know what's going on. But I can feel that there's something going on. But yet she doesn't want to communicate sometimes because she kind of blocks it up. That's her. It's her. This is mine. I deal with it. But sometimes I can feel it when she has those emotions. Same with people within here that I have been around. I can feel energies in your vibrations and your emotions and the things that you're going through just by a conversation or a handshake. That is how I'm able to assist and help other people within the life because I have tuned in, tapped in, and I am turned on to the higher powers in the universe within me. My God particle is just glowing every freaking morning, so powerful that sometimes it's hard for me to harness it. But I am thankful that I now have a platform and people that allow me to speak what I have to say every day and come in here and nourish me and love and support me just as well. We've been here doing this for 1 year, and this will continue to keep going. I've talked to everyone within the group so far that puts out something within here, and we will continue to put this out. We will continue to be here every day for those that need this. Any friends, loved ones, family members, if you see that we do not sit here trying to sell something on anyone, we're not trying to tell you that you need to do this or you should be doing this. All we're doing is telling you the experiences that we have been through and the new habits that we have done to change our lives. And then you can take little bits and pieces from the ones that you hear today or tomorrow, and you can go back and listen to the Thomas Lee Warden YouTube channel and catch all the recordings that we have put out. You can share this out to your friends and your family members just as well, because we welcome every walk of life to come in here and enjoy the mornings with us, to be able to bring something back to the table if they have something more to bring. And here, we're going to let everybody else be able to bring their part to the table today. So Brother Julio has been giving us his heart, his message, his power, his tonality, his authenticity of love straight from his heart. We can't thank him enough. Go ahead,
Yo,
brother.
I wrote a little bit of something. Just let me know if you can still see me. We can still see me, right, Thomas? We're good. Yeah. Don't give me a thumbs up because I can't see you
Yes.
because I'm.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So I prepared a little bit of something. So I told you guys and I promised you guys that I would write something for this morning catered to just celebrating us. Celebrating where we're at. I think we all have a reason to be proud of ourselves. When you can get up early in the morning, um, a lot of mornings we don't want to do this. Every single morning it's not easy to be motivated, to be encouraged, and that's what I mean by doing this. You know, we are human. We're human beings. And we all go through our separate forms of emotions. We all go through our own little ruts, our own little mental struggles. We all go through different forms of spirituality. Attacks, vulnerabilities, or feeling encouraged and feeling strengthened. And it's not always easy, but when you show and you display a form of consistency within yourself, I think you're able to take yourself from where you previously were, where you don't want to be, into a much better, brighter place. And I'm thankful because these mornings have helped me to grow. They've helped me to mature. They've helped me to become a better version of myself. Exactly what we talk about every single morning. You know, Ashley, I know you don't take credit for a lot of this stuff, but had you not had the idea to start this, had you not, poked at Thomas and say, hey, what do you think about this idea? Let's go ahead and spearhead this thing. I'm not exactly sure where I would be. I'm not exactly sure what I would be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be as mature as I am right now. I'm not to say that I wouldn't be, but I don't feel as I know for a fact I wouldn't be in the same place. So I'm really, really thankful. I'm really, really grateful. It's a beautiful morning, guys. It's raining here in Chicago, but it's okay. It's still a great day. Life is really about perspective. So if you choose to have a brighter, bigger, better perspective, then your life will be just that. Now, with that, I'm going to go ahead and read to you what I wrote this morning. So, a year in the making, the first time I unmuted my mic, I was kind of shaking. What to say? What to say? If I speak my heart and my mind, will they look at me some type of way? So, day after day, I stepped out to speak, not knowing the words that I have spoken have grown some feet. They have become life, not just words. The unbelievers don't practice the power of affirmation and speaking positivity, so they think our morning practice is absurd. Whispers in the background and utterances of questions. How can they do this thing every single day? Don't they have a job and a profession? We're teaching life lessons. Whether you receive them is entirely up to you. All that we ask is that you look in the mirror daily and say, I love you. Not to us, but because we may be strangers, but to yourself, so you rid your soul of any dangers. You must first learn to love yourself before you can live life with anyone else. So day after day, many topics are discussed. We speak on gratitude and as a vital component to thrust you into the greater tomorrow with the trust using the power of affirmations. That is a must. Consistency has been the difference maker for us all. Showing up every morning, even after a fall, we speak and we're speaking and standing tall, not in perfection, but we're all on a different journey, and our mornings just happen to be interconnected. We all make mistakes and we're all learning. With growth came the transformation. What's in a name, anyways? We used to call it the morning motivation. The morning mindset flows into our days because most don't get the right mind from day to day. And that is why we show up and you see our faces because we've learned to go about our life in a different way. To see your faces. Much love. That's it. That's it, man.
Much love.
Peace.
Powerful. Awesome words. Something that'll definitely be put out into a post today, I'm sure. Yes. If not, it needs to be, because that's what it is. Every day we're putting out different videos, we're putting out content, we're talking about the different things that we're doing with our online worlds. But the biggest part that we're talking about each day is life, something that we're all experiencing every single day, of different things that we're going through, the different miles that we're walking within these shoes, the different energies that each and every one of us put off. Those energies, those vibrations, they're powerful. They're yours. Nobody else has given them to you but you. Rock them out. Have fun with it. Miss Crystal is in here with us this morning, has stepped in and started giving us some quotes that she's been reading out of as well. So, Miss Crystal, are you ready?
Yes, good morning. Happy anniversary, everybody. I'll start off with Oprah Winfrey. She's had a few golden nuggets in her years, and this one here has always kind of spoke to me. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. And that can't be more true. Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not just to utter words, but to live by them. Mindfulness is simply being aware of what is happening right now, without wishing it were different. Enjoying the pleasant without holding on when it changes, because it will. And being with the unpleasant without fearing it will always be this way, because it won't. Change is good, friends. Embrace it, grow with it, and move with it. I've changed over the last, I've been apart 10 months, and I know I've changed. I've slipped and fallen, picked myself back up, but that's because I knew that the unpleasant wasn't going to be there forever. So just know that if today's hard, tomorrow can only get better. Love you, everybody.
You're muted there, Thomas.
Oh, good. Thank you. I said thank you for that very much, Crystal, and bringing those out as well, coming in each day and stepping up and being more within herself and within her leadership of her life and what she's doing. And we thank you for putting the picture together as well of the collage of everybody for the 1-year anniversary of this. So, it's a team collective of everything that we do, because we all have something of a talent that we can leverage with each other. Miss Shannon does the affirmations in the morning and also does editing with videos and stuff. And so today she's going to bring out the affirmations. And then after that, I'm going to open it up to the floor. Just raise your hand if you have something that you want to speak of this morning after she does. And then that way we can let you bring out something that's been going through for you in this past year with us, information that has shifted your mindset, your energy, something that you have gotten out of this. So let y'all stew on that for a minute. Miss Shannon, go ahead and wrap us up.
Everybody, happy anniversary. As I reflect on the year that has passed, I've learned there are people who believe in me and see me for me. I've learned to see the good that's all around me. I've also learned to love myself wholeheartedly. We all are capable to live the life we desire. We just have to have belief in ourselves. I think I can speak for everyone when I say, everyone that I see today, not only have they grown tremendously, you are all my family. Much love to you all.
Love you, fam. Love you very much.
Much love to you all. Miss Ashley, I'm going to pass it over to you. Like I said, I know it's early and the boys will probably be running in a minute. So we want to thank you for joining in with us today and the Kickstart idea for all of this right here.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Thank you, everybody, for just looking at everybody's faces and listening to everybody talk is just, it's amazing. It's really amazing. It's one thing, like Thomas was saying before, there's a lot of people who still go with their morning gratitude and their morning routine and tapping into making sure that their spirit's alive and thriving every morning, right? Even if they're not here on camera. But as I'm here with everybody again, I can feel the difference in the collective energy, right? So yes, there's things that have been going on in my life that has had me step back for the last little while. And I still do all of these things in my morning routine as well too, just on a little bit of a different time schedule. But again, I'm here looking at all of these faces, and I'm feeling every single one of you holding space for each other, holding space for me, holding space for yourselves. And I can feel the heart and the love. And that collective energy is a million times more powerful than what we can do alone, you know? And so I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with those mornings that you have to do it alone, and it's not that you're ever alone, but wow, like this is just, yeah, my heart is full right now, and I love and appreciate every single one of you. And, you know, you guys just, you're amazing. And who would have ever thought, like, I honestly never thought it would reach this, or that, like, that was just never, it wasn't for that. It was just meant, it was like, if we can help and change and inspire and grow and build and love and support even 1, 2, 3 people, you know, and be there for each other, then it would be worth it. And now look, it's wonderful. Yeah, love you guys.
This now goes out on, it's shared to 5 different groups and live streamed to 2 different places and recorded and put on YouTube now. So this is touching the world.
There's been days where we're sitting here laughing, and then there's been days when we're all emotional, when we're crying. There's been days in here where we've expressed everything and we've discussed everything, you know, you name it, from stupid stuff to sex to relationships, you know, to work, of course, business or other, you know, and it's just, we're all in this living thing together, you know, so why not co-create something great and help each other along the way? You know, if we can complement and sharpen each other in this journey, man, why the hell not? You know, and so I thank you guys all for being a part and extended, you know, form of my family, and just the opportunity to have the microphone. You know, I've learned that I have a voice. I've learned a lot through me stepping out, you know, these mornings for myself, you know, and the mornings where I didn't want to show up, I've learned 9 times out of 10. The majority of times, those mornings I didn't want to show up, it wasn't even for me. That I just needed to be a vehicle at that moment, you know, because those mornings were the days that I was used. Those mornings were the mornings where, you know, somebody would poke at me a little bit extra, or one of the people who you see out there would say, "Hey, Julio, that was, you know, I needed to hear that today. You don't understand. You know, I needed that word," or, you know, "Where did you get that from?" Or "What's the title of that book?" You know, or whatever. It was always something fruitful that was shared, you know. So just really grateful this morning for having the opportunity. Very grateful for all of you, you know, being a part of an extension of my family, helping me to become that better version of me, getting my day started correctly.
Definitely. Kickstarts my day, gets my energy flowing, gets my vibrations up high, gets me into my meditative state to where I can not lay up in bed, and I actually get up out of bed and get my day rolling. Because as an entrepreneur, not hitting the time clock, yeah, you kind of make your own schedule there for a little while. But yet, as an entrepreneur, you need to still get up and hustle. You need to still get up and do. And we still have to have a schedule. We have to have a plan. We have to have a directive of where we're going and what we're trying to accomplish for the day. So kickstarting my day with you guys within here has been an awesome journey for 365 days. And we will continue to keep going with this, because these are recorded and people say, well, how, you know, I said, I want to be a legend one day. They say, well, how can you be a legend? Well, a legend happens after I'm passed away and my song is still being sung, or my story is still being told, or these life motivations are being recorded and people are still watching. So even once I'm gone from this earth and these are still being played and people are listening to them saying, man, they went through that stuff back then too. Yeah, nothing, not much has changed, you know? Life will continue to keep having situations and things and hurdles, and people will have emotions, and people will have depression, and people will have anxiety. People will go through self-doubt and fear. Every single one of us go through some part of it in your lifetime, because nobody is perfect. We're all perfectly imperfect and loving the journey that we're on. But if you're not loving the journey that you're on, then you need to reevaluate. It's with that reevaluation of the happiness that you're having within your life and your heart that will bring more to you. But if you don't evaluate and know where you're going or what you want to do, then it's what I call that willy-nilly life. You're willy-nilly living over here, maybe happening over there. Let's see what, hang on, the wind's blowing this direction. Let me go over here today, this, that, and the other. I've been there. I've done that. I can talk about it. Made the t-shirt and videos for it too. Yeah, because I was that willy-nilly person that was all over the place doing everything with no freaking direction for me. I was living everybody else's life, everybody else's emotions, taking care of everybody else's problems, because I am a solution problem solver. Everybody calls it a problem. I just call it a situation. And then I will find a solution for that situation. Because a human being started it, I promise you it can be fixed. Because if mankind is the one that messed it up, mankind can fix what he started. Same thing within your own self. You are mankind or womankind that is putting those thoughts and those emotions into your life. Then there's only one person that can change it and bring it back to get you back to that happy energy. So nothing is a major problem in life. Everything can be solved. Everything can have something of a better outcome of some shape, form, or fashion, unless it's death. They're on their deathbed. There's nothing more you can really do except, say it's been a great journey. You had fun.
Is there anybody else who would like to add or share their thoughts, their their feelings, their experiences? What is the last year or however many months you guys have been here been for you?
Just raise your hand. Go ahead, Pat.
Hey, I'll do it. Okay. Because I'm driving, so.
Go ahead, Pat.
Excuse me. So I had, can't remember how I found out about the morning motivation when it was Ashley and Thomas and maybe two other people. I think Jen had mentioned something. And I remember messaging Ashley because I thought it was maybe for only her team. She's like, no, absolutely come, join us. And it was about 15 to 20 minutes long in the morning, which was perfect. We kind of did the reading and listened to whatever, whether it was Ashley reading or it was a recorded reading. And, you kind of close your eyes and it was that calm meditation type environment, which was perfect for me. Because then when it ended, I'd head out the door and go to work, and that's how I would start my day. And then as we progressed through and it became longer, I actually stepped away for a while, as you guys probably may or may not have noticed, sometime last year. And it was just more because of me, what I was kind of going through at the time and what I was looking for. But then I realized that this was exactly what I was looking for. It took kind of stepping away for a little bit to go, no, this is the right thing. This is what I need. This is what and everybody gets something different out of it. And when I came to that realization, then I, try to get on as often as I can. I can't every single day, but I do my best to do that. So it's one of the best ways to start your morning. Now I try to just log in while I'm getting ready in the morning, or as I'm getting ready and now driving to work in the morning, because of the time that it is on. And it's still the best way to start my day. I don't always contribute. Sometimes I'm just listening. A lot of times I'm just listening, or rooting somebody else on, or everybody has a role in these morning motivation sessions. We all get what we need out of it. Excuse me, and I'll contribute in a way that is best for us, whether it's just typing in some encouraging comments, supporting Shannon in the affirmations, or cheering on something that Julio or Thomas just said. There's so many ways just to be present in this morning motivation, other than just being an active participant. So I want to say a big, huge thank you to Ashley, and so glad to see you on here this morning. And then also for Thomas, and then Julio and Shannon, and now Crystal, and everybody else who's in here every single day, just bringing it. So I know that the days that I do come on board, you can pretty much guarantee on that group I just mentioned to be here. And a big, huge thank you to all of you, because it certainly has helped in a way that kind of changes, like a little calmer now. And not that I was ever a hothead, but you get frustrated and somebody cuts you off in traffic or whatever, and now I just look and go, you know what, they obviously need to get where they're going faster than I do, and I'm grateful that we didn't just have an accident or whatever. It just totally changes your perspective on life in general, every single thing that you do. So again, a big, huge thank you very much.
Thank you for that, Miss Patty. Yes. For
Can
coming.
I just touch on something really quick, Thomas, and what she was saying?
Yes.
Hi, Patty. Thank you very much for sharing. Hi. Love to you. I just wanted to touch on something really quickly because you brought up an interesting point, is even when there are people showing up and you sit quietly, maybe you don't have your screen on, maybe not your version of contributing by speaking up or sharing anything in that morning, you still play a very, very, very big role, right? It's in the holding space for yourself and for other people. That is not to be underestimated. You show up for everybody as the collective and for your spirit as well too. That is a really, really, really big part of it all. So it's definitely not to be underestimated, even if your screen's off and even if you don't say anything. And on those mornings, if I may offer, on those mornings where you're not able to make it, or the time just doesn't work out, or you have your own thing going on, or whatever it is, just not feeling any guilt for the fact that you couldn't show up that morning. Everything is always perfect. It's perfect, right? If you need that morning for yourself, or you're on a different time schedule or whatever, it's in that not feeling of any guilt for it, right? Because that will create a little bit of resistance in your energy. So just remember, everything is always perfect. I can't make it this morning. That's fine. I'll do my own thing for today. I'm there still holding space for them. You can still hold space energetically without having to see everybody's face or being on the camera. And I'll be there tomorrow, or I'll be there back on Wednesday, right? So just really, really making sure that there's no guilt behind that, is that everything is always perfect, right?
Perfect time, perfect place, perfect energy. And just know if you need it, it's on the recording, YouTube, Thomas Lee Warden. And that way you can go in and still get some of it and still give back to the community with the comments. Some of us on there as well, because that's a collective energy on that page as well, because it's not just me, it's Julio and Shannon. We all are getting kudos for everything that we're doing within here, and Crystal as well. Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, it has been almost a year since I met you guys, like Thomas and Julio in Las Vegas, personally on a morning breakfast. So that's where I found out about morning motivations, and ever since then I've been on here, not every day, but pretty much every day, and that makes my day rolling if I can sit here and talk to you guys or listen to you guys, whatever needed. Thanks for it.
No, thanks. We were at the right place at the right time at the Awaken event and was able to meet him. And Corolla's been in here with us as well every morning. His love. And we do love, thank y'all for the support and the energy that y'all give us in here with each day. The awesomeness that y'all are giving out on the online world and giving back to everybody within that space as well. Y'all are active and all over the place and making sure that y'all are giving back every day. And the energy that y'all give off is just astounding to be able to watch and see when y'all are sitting side by side, and the energies that y'all are doing. So thank you.
That growth that is taking place in us all is just beautiful, guys. It is so beautiful. I already said more than enough this morning. It's just I had to interject that. It's just it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's you see life. You know, it's like watching a flower bloom. To see somebody's character, to see somebody step out, to see somebody mature before your eyes, or to see somebody go because you challenged them, you know, from reading affirmations to speaking affirmations out of a flow, you know, it's beautiful, guys, to see people growing, you know. Like I equated to, like, if you see your children growing, or you see, you know, your nephew or somebody you love and somebody you care for, somebody who's dear, you see them growing and maturing in front of you, you know. And it's weird because it's not just, you know, of course I've grown and I've matured, but to see everybody on here mature, even Thomas, you know, he might not expose himself all the time, guys, because he's a leader, you know, and be vulnerable in front of you. But I have seen this man mature. I've seen him be more transparent. I've seen him throw himself out there and display vulnerabilities within himself in areas that he normally wouldn't have ever done, to expose himself to weaknesses. But he did that to show himself, like, look, I'm human just like you guys. I go through stuff just like you guys, and I'm in this fight, living life, you know, imperfectly perfect, you know, being just me. You know, and that's the beauty of this all, man. We're all just growing in it, man.
The growth every day. Love it. Does anybody else got anything that they want to bring up this morning before we wrap up?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Thomas.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to say, since I haven't been on here for a full year, and there has days I've been missed and things like that, and if it wasn't for you guys and the mindset that you've had, that has helped me through you guys to have an understanding that everyday life and the morning is the best part, the powerful part of your day to get your day started, and understanding the gratitude and the positivity and just being around the morning motivation to get my day started, and what it has given me in this past year, and how my life has changed from the things that's happened to me a year ago of some individuals just know what happened, to what I have now, and understanding the abundance, that if you're grateful for what you do have, even if it's a little, that you will get back 10 times in abundance of that. And just being around family and meeting you and Carol in person, it just, man, you are the same person in person as you are on here. You're full of energy, you're full of smiles, you're helpful. I mean, if it wasn't for you and Carol, Julio, Shannon, um, Ryan, and just everybody else that's in here, you guys are my family. And this like I said, this understanding and gratitude, and just watching how I've revolved throughout this year, and things that I posted last year on my Facebook, the things that I post now, and just watching my own self change, my own life just revolve and just be different, and bringing out the energy to my parents, because my parents just told me they've seen me change. I've seen my parents change just by the positive energy that I'm given when I'm at home, and not accepting negativity. And there's negativity, I'll walk away. My life's positive. I've understood that. I've learned that. And guys, I just can't tell each and every individual in here that I'm grateful for you guys. I'm happy you guys are family. I love each and every one of you. Every one of you's brothers and sisters. We are family here. And anytime anyone needs any help, reach out to one of us, reach out to me. It don't matter. And sometimes it don't even matter what time of day it is. It's going to be, because we're all in different time zones. If you ever have a problem, reach out to me. If I got to wake up in the middle of the night to answer some questions, or to talk to you just to get you to be in a different mindset, feel free to reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. But other than that, like I said, I'm not sure exactly how I've come into the morning motivation. I had my mentor and things like that, and then I've come across you and everything, and ever since that, Thomas, it's life's been different, and I've understood the gratitude and making sure that every day does count. So when you wake up, make the day count, make it the greatest day of all. Know this is your journey, and take care of you as well as others, and go through life like guys. It's when you understand the gratitude and the thanks, and then you have loving individuals around you, and you surround yourself with the love of individuals and positivity, you will see your life change dramatically. That maybe you didn't wasn't in the mindset before to think that you could do that because you was on your own. But now know that you have a helping hand out there, and you always have. You just never wanted to step out of that zone to reach out for that helping hand. But guys, you go ahead, keep coming to the morning motivation and just watch your life change, guys. I love you, fam.
That's it. Much love and appreciation for you, for everything that you're doing, the movement, your life, and your energies and your vibration. That's what it's all about when we talk with people is what do you want within your life? What energies and happiness do you want within your life? Not mine. We could talk all day, and I could pass out ideas to you all day of different things that you could do within your life, different places, different business opportunities, different ideas. I could throw all kinds of stuff at you, but it's what do you want? What is your drive? What is your passion? What is your purpose? You'll be heading towards that. So, Patrick, I seen you had your hand up.
Yes, hello everyone. Happy anniversary. And I like to reflect back on when I first came in, and I've been writing, I've always written things down from these meetings, and even from the beginning, some of the best quotes, obviously they were, like Julio said, everything starts with growth. And personally, I've grown, but I've also stumbled. And I've been reminded that a lot of the things that I look back on, the notes I took, learn to be kind, be grateful, be respectful. One of the biggest quotes I think that I've taken all of them, things I've written down. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. The Magic of Thinking Big. And this has grown to bigger than all of us, I think. And one thing that I can get from this is I truly love this. I love all of you. And I think if you think back to a song by John Lennon, Imagine, a year ago, I did not imagine where I could be at this point in my life. So I think it's great that we can all still get together, and I wish there was more of it, but keep sharing the love. That's the main thing. And I've had some bad days recently, and but good days are coming. You got to believe that. Thank you all.
Thank you, brother. Definitely. Carol, see you got your hand up. Try to get everybody in here.
Hey, I only got a second. Don't talk very often, but I just wanted to tell everybody thank you. Over the last year, this has definitely helped change my attitude and my mindset, make me calmer and be able to handle situations a lot differently. Thank you for all being here. Thank you for listening. And like everybody else, if anybody needs anything, I've got an open phone and an open ear. So just feel free to reach out.
Thank you, baby, for everything that you do, all the love and support you give us. Brother Ricky, I see you got your hand.
Good morning, everybody. Can y'all hear me okay?
A little low, but yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right. I'll try to talk louder. Anyway, it's been a great year. Try to hurry up and get this done pretty quick before I get too emotional. But y'all know my story and everything I've been through in this life. And if it wasn't for you guys, you're the only friends I have. I work so much and so hard, and I don't have time for outside friends in the real world. But, during my dilemmas of me getting shot and me losing a daughter, it's no telling where I would be at now if it wasn't for this morning motivation. But I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm living the now. And I appreciate each and every one of everything you guys do. Each and every one of y'all. I love y'all just as well as my own family, my own blood. I actually see y'all more than I do my own family. But I do love y'all, and I look forward to meeting y'all in person real soon. I'm already pre-planning my trips, and I'm trying to look up the upcoming events so I can get a cheaper flight and all that other stuff that comes with it. But I look forward to giving y'all all big hugs and hanging out and, you know, shooting the shit and whatever we got to do. But I love y'all.
And we love and appreciate you, brother, and everything that you've been through and everything that you have taught us as well. The power that you give us in the morning, that the man is very fast on that phone. I don't know what he does, but he's quick with it. And the energies that he gives us with his love and support that he gives back to us every day. It's, you know, something that we can't put a price tag on. You know, the time that we spend in here each morning, this is what I call priceless. There's no credit card somebody could give me for the time that I get with you people right here in the morning times. There's no amount of money in the bank account that can give back the love and the support that we get from you right here in the morning times. This energy and this love is completely priceless. Go ahead, Miss Benita.
Oh, love you guys for sure. I mean, this past year has been just amazing and transforming. And Ashley, it's so good to see you in here. And thank you so much for even having the idea to start this, and Thomas to roll with it, and Julio and the rest of the group. I can't imagine, had I not been a part, what would not have changed. I've been through so many changes in this past year, just personally, attitude-wise, positivity, gratitude. Gratitude has just been something that is just, we've learned so much about just being thankful for everything that we have. And, you know, like Ricky said, you know, you guys are family. And it's so interesting how we some of us have never even, you know, stood toe to toe with each other to embrace each other, but we will. And you guys are more like family than, you know, what we have right here, you know. So I definitely love you guys. I love being a part of this, and I would just encourage anybody who hasn't, given an opportunity, step in with yourself a little bit of leeway for change. So thanks, fam. Love you guys.
Much love and appreciation for sure, and everything that you do and you bring to the table, your energies, your vibration, the growth. I call it my soap opera a lot. Y'all have heard me say that a few times. But every individual is a different soap opera of something that's going on with your life that I have been able to watch blossom and grow and change and shift, and energies and own thought processes, and, you know, health-wise, and having kids and kids graduating and getting out of the house or moving in with you still, or whichever, or, you know, moving a couple states away because they said, you know, we like mama. Yeah, we're staying with mama, you know. But it's okay, because that's what you love and that's what you desire, you know. Shiloh, when Shiloh first got in here with us and was reading, you know, in the morning times as well, but then her work kind of took her a little bit more away from us, you know, she didn't have the time, or she wasn't able to get on right at that time. And to be able to watch her and her little man grow, and then Ashley and her little man and her journey and the places that she's been and blossom, and all of y'all within here, it's been a wonderful journey. And it's only going to be more and more each day, because the days of our lives have been on for 40 plus years. And guess what? I've been on this earth for 46 years, and I'd much rather watch y'all's days go by and the things that y'all are doing and posting and putting out and the energies y'all are putting. I'd much rather watch this than I would that soap opera there. Y'all's energies, y'all's vibration, y'all's love, y'all's happiness, y'all's growth, y'all's dreams that y'all thought was just a dream, and now it's reality. And it's like, wow, this is so much fun. And it is, because you're bringing your dreams to fruition, and you're figuring out or understanding that you did it. You thought it with a thought way back here, and then took some actions in between on the journey. And then guess what? The universe has you sitting there with it in your hand, or you're sitting on it, or you're living in it, or you're driving it, or you're wearing it, whatever it is. You're writing that book, or actually looking at that book that you finally finished. And it's at Amazon.com, and it's the #1 seller for the month. Oh, and then 2 months in a row, and then 3 months in a row. And then you're smiling real big saying, this is my book. I wrote this. This is my energies. This was my thought process. And all I did was take a little bit of action each day to make it happen. That movie that I wanted to make. I learned how to do editing and clip these different pieces together that I've shot here and I shot there with my camera. And now I've found somebody that can edit it and put it all together. And now I've got a little 5-minute clip video, a movie that I've made of adventures and lifetimes of things that I've been going through and things that I've been doing. And now with the voiceover that I can do on it, because I work each day on what? My voice. Because if I can make this better to where now people are calling and saying, hey, we'd like you to read this passage, or we'd like you to read this commercial, or we'd like you to read this. We don't need your face, we just need your voice. And those of the women that have some beautiful hands, hand models are all over the world and get paid very handsomely just for your hands, to be able to do something on a screen with your hand nice and pretty or whatever. Who knows? Vanna White got paid a lot of money just to walk across the stage in those very expensive dresses that somebody made to be seen so she could just turn a letter back and forth. All she was doing was modeling clothing the whole time. It was all part of the advertisement gig. The vacations were paid by some large corporation, and you were just winning all that right there on Wheel of Fortune. That's been around for a long time as well, has it not? And all it's doing is advertising. All those game shows is just advertising products and material. And that's all we're doing. Your fan page, your products, your services that you have, the things that you can offer back to the world of life, the table of life, I call it. What are you bringing back? What can you do to make somebody else be a better version today? What can you do to be able to, that book that they're going to read that you wrote, that video that they're going to watch that you made, the life motivations that we host every morning that we don't charge anybody for. This is all for free. And all we're doing is giving away energy to tap into your own, is all we're showing people how to do. Because eventually, this will probably cost somebody one day. Who knows? But right now, we're enjoying it for free, and everything that we're doing within our life to be able to work co-collectively with you creators right here in the Morning Times. We're co-creating the things that we want. And it has been a great day. And I want to thank everybody that is coming here with us this morning for this 1-year anniversary. This will be out on YouTube channel after a while. We'll put it out there. Thomas Lee Warden. But each and every one of your faces in here is a gratitude of love and happiness and smiles and energy and love. I love and appreciate you all. Hang on just a minute. Let's don't leave out yet. I have something more I want to say to y'all. I love y'all. Have a good day.